Alright, let's see if we can find that fancy loot. Sir Brenvale probably made it deep into the crypts. These catacombs have been built up over generations. Might be a bit twisty down here. It's Isabel Valois.
Whoever you are, I was here first. You gotta hang back. Tourney honor demands it. No, I'm hiding. I have a bit of a fear of spiders, you see. In my defense, I made it past a bunch of the smaller ones, but I lost my nerve when a giant red-eyed beastie leapt out at me. Just a moment. You won't get very far without the key to the deep crypts, which I just happen to have. Ha! I tell you what. When that thing surprised me, I may have dropped my sword. Return it to me and I'll slip you the key. What do you say? Gods, it's such a pity to have to pull up on this task. Lady Ophelia is a treasure. Lovely to look at, and so well connected. Hello? Is that you all with my sword? Or a spider? Oh!
We found your sword.
always said that Isabel was a fair hand. Never doubted you for a moment. Here's your key. The door to the deep crypt should be off the main chamber east of here. Yes, well, we're both sporting. Well done all around. And perhaps you won't... There's there, and well played. Good luck to you both.
I've never been this far into the catacombs. What a story this will make. They say that Sir Brenvale died at the hands of a ghost. The old Mad Duke. Ugh, gives me the shivers.
Take your fingers! Vengeance for Mother's treachery!
Look! I think that's the loot! Oh, and that must be what... We've got it! Drake, let's get out of here.
La! At last, someone has retrieved my gilded loot. Come, follow me, away from this place. That ghastly mad spirit may return anon. Hark! I shall serenade you on your way. Oh, Sir Brenvale did enter these halls with a heart full of song. La! It did not take him long to hear the spirit's calls. Oh! He met the Mad Duke in combat. Oh-ho! And they danced with swords all night long. La! Alas, Brenvale's skill was all for naught, and the quest went all awrong. Oh! And now, you know the end of the tale. Oh ho! This is where I bid you. Sir Bren... Of course they did. Ah, yes, I'm sure when I did not return, there were many a fair damsel who wept inconsolable tears. After all, once you... Of course, I can... Farewell. Farewell.
Fresh air. Those catacombs were musty as a crypt. Not quite how I imagined that would go. But we faced the Mad Duke, walked with the spirit of Sir Brenvale, and lived to tell the tale. I'm sure the Order will approve. Good, except for the make up a poem or sing a song about it part coming at the end of the tourney. That I'm less excited about. Let's keep moving. Oaken Knights tend to be battle mages, conjurers. I'm guessing it won't be that straightforward, but who knows? There's a way shrine near the Coral River to the east. I'll meet you there, and we can make for the... I'll meet you near the old way shrine just up the road. Ugh, I thought I heard Sneg yelling in the distance. He's another aspirant and a complete donkey's arse. Never mind him, we're on a quest. So we have a bit of a leg up on this one. The Elder is a wizard named Erlebrew. He's actually a friend of my father's. He used to tell me stories when I was young. Funny little man. I would never! Stealing is, well, unknightly. Knowing Erlebrew, the challenge will be more about thinking and reason than magic or subterfuge. Right. If I remember correctly, I think he lives in a little grotto to the south, near the coast. He likes his privacy, our Oaken Elder. I suppose in the stories, knights are usually all swords and glory, but the druids have been here forever, practically. Every kid in the Sisters grows up knowing a little bit about runes and nature and the true way. I think they used to be, but no, these days anyone can join. Even non-mages who want to learn the ways of Y'ffre. Just another little quirk of life on High Isle. Damn. Sneg and Brelinall beat us here.
Get behind me, squires! Sneg was here first! Ha!
We arrived at the same time, you simpering buffoon.
Well, you're still too late. A wizard's magic is no match for the strength and honor of this aspirant. For honor!
All right, seems like the direct approach won't work here.
I'm sure I can get this barrier open.
Erlebrew doesn't go easy on aspirants, it seems. I think the trick to this is the pillars themselves. A bird. Looks like a forest heron, perhaps. What are you doing? A cat's paw. Look at that branch there. Representing Spriggans, maybe? That old man. I know exactly how to bring down the barrier. He's lifted the pillars and the symbols from a story he told me as a child. Almost exactly. A wise old sage puts up a barrier around his home. He's trying to protect a little girl he's raising from a fearsome dark knight. She grows up to be a mighty warrior, but the sage makes her figure a way out of the sacred grove. In the tale, the symbols on the pillars held the key. Like the cat there. A cat's paw is a pretty little flower that grows in shady forests. And that bird looks like a forest heron. I'd bet anything we need one of their feathers. I've seen it before. It's a druidic symbol for Spriggans. In the tale, she befriended one that lived in the grove. She wore a Spriggan's veil, a wreath of leaves they shed every year. Here, if you can find the items, I'll guard our spot. You're back, carrying Looks like you found them. Just place them on the pillars there. That should lower the wards. Majestic birds. Right up until you're cleaning scat off the docks. A Spriggan's Veil. Powerful symbolism. That did it! Can you talk to him? I'm all sweaty.
Oh, hello then. Figured out my barrier, did you? And is that little Izzy I see back there? Oh, yes. I hoped it would be her. She remembered the tale of Myriette la Courageuse, eh? So nice you two could come out there. Usually it's just me and the forest spirits these days. Of course not. Solve the puzzle, take the staff. That's the idea, right? What's out back leaning against the cottage? Enjoying good health, second. Off you go then, and be careful where you put that thing. That staff's like me. It might be old, but it can still zap the ears off a rabbit if you aren't careful. Oh, no, that would be wildly inappropriate. I pulled this challenge directly from the pages of one of my favorite books. Who can blame me? I'm a daffy old wizard. Come here, lass. No need to dawdle near the door like you're still a squire.
Thank you, you old goat. Still thinking of me all these years later. We've got the staff! The moment I heard Erlebrew was representing the Order, I knew we might have a shot. Well done. I am. Those stories Erlebrew told me when I was little, they're a part of why I'm in the tourney today. And I won't lie, it's nice to know he still cares about me. Strange, lovely man. They're martial warriors and excellent to horse. You might say the Iron Knot is the most traditional of the Sapphire Orders. Our trial will be to find the hilt from a lost sword called Redheart. It was the blade of the first Duke Dufort. Somewhere on these lands, before they belonged to the Duforts, the hilt supposedly had a massive rough-cut ruby in it. Should be easy to spot.
Hello? Isabel?
Aurelia, what are you doing here?
Don't be annoyed. I, did sort of follow along.
I'll catch up to you. I want to talk to Aurelia, make sure she's all right. There you are. Let's see if we can unearth the past, shall we? People left books open all over the place. How rude. What was that one about? I found something about crop rotation. Exciting. Find anything promising? Let's chat. The book was already open. I bet my old second Burjo offered the same advice he gave me to aspirant Langley. Drake! Let's see. You're right. Looks like the Duforts had a holdfast there, before they became nobles. Oh wait! I know this place. It's an old ruin off to the east. Aurelia and I used to pretend it was a witch's lair when we were young. Well, in my defense, I didn't know it was owned by the Duforts when we played there as kids. We also did— There aren't really roads back there, but I remember a nice wide path we can take. I'll mark your map. Maybe if we hurry, we can beat Burjo and Langley. I'll see you there. I'm hoping we can beat the other aspirants to the hilt.
It's like me mom used to say, as long as there's a drink in my hand, I'm in the right.
Oh, Madame Valois, you're too late. I'm here first, you cannot pass through.
I guess what he said. Sorry, Isabel.
It's not worth a row with Langley over who can search the woods first. I'd best him easily, don't get me wrong. But blatant fighting between aspirants is frowned upon. Doesn't matter. I have an idea. Langley's first and last thoughts every day are about himself. He'll have Burjo working on moving those trees. Well, until he gets bored. So let's just go around. Remember, Aurelia and I used to play up by the ruin. There's a path around the rise to the east. Let's go carefully, though. We stopped playing up there when a Fawn warband moved in. Here it is, just like I remembered, by the curved tree. The ruin should be at the top of the rise. This is it. The Old Stones, the locals call it. Let's find that hilt. That's it! Come on, let's get out of here before Langley and Burjo arrive.
Careful there, Squire! Don't let the branches snap back! You've scratched my armor! That hilt must be around here somewhere. Get to work!
I'm not sure it's chivalrous of me, but I hope that ours wastes the rest of the day looking for that hilt. We did it! Redheart's hilt! As a knight aspirant, I know I should wish all of my competitors equally good luck. But Stendarr, forgive me. I hope Langley gets bitten by every mosquito out here. I am. I assumed the Iron Knot trial would be all about swordplay and martial skill. Maybe horse riding. Horses and I don't like each other much. Anyway, I'm actually quite pleased how we did. Let's move on. All that's left is to present the trophies. Everyone will be gathered at the tourney pavilion. I'm excited. And we've done it. All 3 trophies. Meet me near the tourney pavilion and we'll present them together.
You've saved me! I'd better go and take my place. I promised Mother I wouldn't embarrass her.
I think my nerves are as settled as they're going to be. I get more anxious doing formal things like this than I do fighting werewolves. Come on, Izzy. Deep breaths. We walk in, and the tourney herald announces us. I go forward and claim the trophies. As my second, you have the honor of displaying each of them as I call them out. Oh, and most important, don't start laughing when I recite a poem. It's tradition, Stendarr, help me. The Order of the Albatross requires it. Having you do this, follow me. The sooner we start, the sooner it's over.
Lords and ladies, men and mer, a knight aspirant approaches the stage. Lady Isabelle Valois.
Let's get things started.
Proceed, madam. Your second may present any trophies you have won.
Together, we found the hilt of blade Redheart, lost in a battle long ago. This we present to the Order of the Iron Knot.
Well done, Aspirant Valois.
To the Order of the Albatross, we present the Gilded Lute of Sir Brenvale.
Now, perhaps we could hear a poem or ditty about the adventure, Aspirant.
The lute of gold did gather mold, lost for many years. I cannot lie, Brenvale did die, tripping on a tomb. And finally, we present the Oaken Order with the Staff of the Wild Woods. after solving the wizard Erlebrew's
Aspirant
puzzle.
Valois, claiming all 3 trophies makes you the champion of the Sapphire Tourney. Come, you have earned a boon from your commander. From this day forward, you are a knight of High Isle. Be brave, courteous, loyal, and act with honor. Arise, Dame Isabelle Valois.
Lord Commander, I know what my boon will be. You may know as well. Please release Aurelia from the promise you made. Allow her to make her own choice to marry or not, as she sees fit.
I cannot deny such a selfless boon. Aurelia is free to make her own choices, within reason.
Oh, thank the 8.
Dame Isabelle, I am deeply impressed. I wish to speak with you and your second. Find me in my office at your convenience. You did well, Isabelle. It seems as though your second was a great boon to you today. Second, step forward. I'd like to speak to you.
Oh, she was amazing! I am so proud of you. Dame Isabelle, what a nice ring to it.
They're far more than a mere second.
I've known
Commander.
Isabelle, Dame Isabelle, for many years. It was encouraging to see her push herself like this. I believe your able assistants may have also played a part? Well, I believe a knight should not be measured by the worth of their weapon, but by the allies they keep. The Knights of High Isle pride ourselves on our courtesy, and I personally always wish to honor good people. For acting as Dame Isabelle's second during this year's Sapphire Tourney, I want to formally extend my thanks, as both Knight Commander and as a mother.
What a day. I suppose that just shows what determination can get you. When the tourney began, Aurelia was in the depths of despair. I was... Thank you. Take the credit you're due. You kept me focused, gave me a sounding board, and most importantly, I knew whatever happened, I wasn't alone. I can't tell you what that meant. I still can't get used to it. Dame Isabelle Valois. I dreamed about wearing shining armor, riding a valiant steed. So far it's been crypts, creatures, and a lot of running around. I've loved every moment, except maybe the poetry part. I've been thinking. I have a place here on High Isle, but I think I want to expand my horizons. I would like to see more, do more, learn more. If you could use a strong and loyal knight of High Isle in your travels, I'm up for anything. If you'll excuse me, I have to get my things. I want to get ready for adventure.
I'm sorry, Mother, but you didn't break your word. And I didn't get stuck having breakfast across from Morton's or Langley.
I think things have turned out just the way they should have. Just be ready to see Isabelle less often, dear. A page has turned on our little story.
I'm at your service.
Olganash is a prisoner.
Can you help me? There's been a terrible mistake. I'm with the Daggerfall Covenant diplomatic mission, but this guard doesn't believe me. I'm not what he thinks I am. Rigard! He got me into this mess. Last night after dinner, we were talking about our favorite places in Hrothgar. He disappeared into the back and returned with a bag. He said something about getting a dessert for me. I left. On my way home, this guard stopped me. I told him what I thought about that, so he frisked me. It turns out the bag was filled with skooma. I didn't know, I swear.
You'd better talk to the guard. Olganash won't be
I'm
able
sure
to pay
Olganash
share
spun you a sad tale. Criminals will say just about anything to avoid going to prison. He even told me. If I had a gold coin for every criminal who tells me he's got friends in high places, I'd be a wealthy man. I'll free Olganash if we catch the criminal who refined the moon sugar. There's a smuggler named Burjak Catalan who hangs around the Ancient Anchor. We're sure he deals in skooma, but we haven't been able to prove it. Follow Burjak Catalan and find where he keeps his contraband.
You are very clever, friend. Just find ill-gotten booty, and I'll get my scepter back. It's simple.
The Colossus!
These tremors grow more powerful. I heard that volcanic fissures are bursting open across the Isles.
First the storm, now this? It must be the work of the Ascendant Order.
You give them too much credit. An earthquake destroyed the Gonfalon Colossus.
Yes, an Ascendant earthquake. Trust Zaji, he knows.
I have visited High Isle several times over the years. Never have I seen the ground so restless. It is alarming. Could Zaji be right? Could the Ascendant Order be causing these tremors and eruptions? Storm and fire. I am troubled. If the Ascendant Magus can use powerful storm magic against his enemies, does he also command the tremors and volcanic fissures? It is maddening to even contemplate. Oh, Zaji is right to worry then. The loss of a monument might be the least of our concerns if the Ascendant Order can rouse the volcano. Lady Arabelle is inside, friend. Perhaps she'll know what to do.